Ladies and gentlemen, good start. Here we are. Game number 7 of the Phoenix Suns on Tecmo Super NBA. I'm your host, Justin Leeper. I'm also your Phoenix Suns coach, Justin Leeper, here for Justin Sports Network. And you may notice that I am a little bit louder now. And that's because I've decided to hook up my very advanced wired earbuds to my very advanced iPhone that's capturing this footage. And hopefully that'll be an improvement. If not, what are you going to do? Speaking of improvements, the Suns are now perfect 6-0 during this coverage. But they're taking on the flashily green, the emerald green of the Charlotte Hornets, who back then were an expansion team. However, at this point in their history, they had Muggsy Bogues, Kendall Gill, and one Larry Grandmama Johnson. But none of them can stop Mark West. Watch Mark West hit a 3 right here over Muggsy Bogues. Oh, that's Kevin Johnson, but still. And he missed it, but still. Now there's Mike Jaminski. I'm telling you, I can't make these names up, ladies and gentlemen. These are actual NBA players from the past. But they're all fodder for Mark West. Every single one of them. And Jeff Hornacek, who's in there at shooting guard, passes to Kevin Johnson, lays it in the paint. Now Muggsy Bogues is yet another very small point guard, but he can definitely take a steal. He can definitely use some speed, and he did that to get that lay-in. But who's there for Dan Marley? Nobody. Nobody guarded him there. So big dunk by Thunder Dan. Larry Johnson kicks it out to Muggsy Bogues from the stripe. He misses it. Mark West, watch him take it coast to coast, coast to coast, coast to coast, and a double pump jam. Now, full disclosure, there was a game that was held in between Game 6 and this game, but it was yet another matchup with the Kings against the Suns. So I felt like maybe you didn't want to see the Kings get their butts kicked again, and get their butts kicked they did. I think at halftime I was up by 30. And I believe Dan Marley had about 30 points. Mark West had about 26 points. So it was just a dominating effort. Just like that block shows domination. Although Muggsy Bogues gets it back. Why is he in the paint? I don't know. Oh, look at Mark West. Wide open again. Double pump again. I wonder how many double pump jams he has done in the 7 games. Well, 6 games and some change that I've had here on display for you. Quite a few, I'm sure. Tom Chambers against Larry Johnson, who looks like Kendall Gill, who looks like every other player in this game. Because, as we said, there are very limited character models. Now, Muggsy Bogues actually, much like Spud Webb on the Kings, does look smaller than everybody else. So they did that. Oh. And Kendall Gill, who I really liked back in the day. He was a player that I really enjoyed. I think he had a high top fade back then, looking pretty fresh. And really, the Charlotte Hornets, they're that emerald green. I call it emerald green because there's a Japanese idol that's her member color, so it's emerald green. You may call it aquatic, you may call it turquoise, whatever you want to call it. But good shot at the buzzer by by Larry Johnson. So many Johnsons in the NBA. Larry Johnson there, Grandmama was his character on Converse shoe ads. But the Suns up by 9. Anyway, Charlotte Hornets had a really cool uniform. It was unlike anything at the time. I think the San Jose Sharks had something similar in the NHL. I'm not sure what their history was. I'm not as big of a hockey fan as I am a basketball fan. Oh, Mike Jaminski misses it. And then Mark West is going to make him pay with a double pump. And now they're starting to break away here. You know, also on the bench for the Charlotte Hornets around this time was a man named Del Curry, good 3-point shooter. And his son is Steph Curry. Oh, a quiet hush falls over the arena as I drop that truth bomb. I'm sure most of you already knew that. And there's another rebound. Boy, the Hornets sure aren't shooting very well this game, but they are playing some good defense. However, not on this possession, as KJ goes in. KJ pumps it away to Mark West with a hook shot. He's just the best of all centers. Kareem taught him that hook shot one year in Thailand. They went to Thailand so they could train peacefully. And they also did a lot of Muay Thai boxing. You may not know that about Mark West and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, partially because I made it up. Oh, and Kenny Gaddison, I think, hit the ground hard. And he's too shook up to make that first free throw. He misses them both. And Mark West heading in like a freight train of double pumpingness. And he gets it in. And how are you all doing? You enjoying yourselves today? Right now it's Tuesday, about noon o'clock here in Tokyo, Japan, as I record this. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying Mark West double pumping like a champ, like the stud that he is. And he may not be a champ at this point, but he will be a champ by the end of the season. I guarantee it. I guarantee it as his coach. Hornets knock the ball out of bounds, goes back to the good guys who run it out of bounds. Now I think I look a little bit like that referee. Maybe not as soulless, but he's in good shape. He looks like he takes care of himself. He seems to be the only ref of the entire NBA. Kendall Gill. Oh no! Mark West, a little late on that push. And here might be a three-point play for the Hornets. And it is. And watch Dan Marley take a three. Oh, he gets the cutscene three. My goodness. I think the key to getting three-pointers in this game is being wide open for him. Which I guess would be the key to getting three-pointers in any situation. A lot easier to shoot with nobody in your face than with a guy in your face. Now let's see if Dan Marley can make another one. Oh, it rims out. And Gaddison with the dunk. Boop, up to West. Mr. West, Mr. West. I know I did that before, but it was in my head. I'm gonna be repeating some gags here, guys. It's just all that there is to it, because this is my 7th one of these games. Each one's about 20 minutes, almost always with the same guys. Like Jeff Hornacek, who got a layup despite the fact that Tecmo blatantly hates him and has conspired against him getting any good playing time here in this game. Oh, that was almost a triple pump by Mark West, it looked like. By the way, I'll have you know that I tried to adjust the difficulty level. I thought maybe I'm doing too well here. Maybe I should bump it up to hard. And then I found out there is no difficulty options here. There's one difficulty for Tecmo Super NBA. And we're playing it. Now, there are different game speeds, and I haven't experimented with that yet. But look at that 90% shooting by the Phoenix Suns. 27 of 30 shots. My goodness. And 2 of the 3 that they missed were three-pointers. That's crazy. And the Suns are up by 19. Charlotte Hornets, their expansion team back then, they need to maybe expand their skills a little bit more if they want to even make this a close game. But Tommy Chambers, always going over with that tomahawk jam. But still, hey, the Charlotte Hornets are losing big, but they look pretty fresh in those outfits. Oh, there's another! We have found the secret to three-pointers here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's Dan Marley, top of the key, with nobody in front of him. Now I'm wondering. See, Dan Marley missed that one. Maybe he's got to be top of the key. Maybe that's his sweet spot. Not your dog spot. Not a liver spot. But a shooting spot. Chambers. Oh! Nice. Larry Johnson tried to run him down. Now, Jeff Hornacek is the one who should be shooting threes. So every three-pointer that Dan Marley made, you know Jeff Hornacek is going, it should have been me. But he's just content to knock people down. He knocks them down hard. Pushing. Now, I don't know why that's a shooting foul. I don't know why Kendall Gill doesn't have the high top fade in his character model either. That's as iconic, really, as the goggles on Kurt Rambis. Uh-oh. Catch-up AI is doing its work now. And there's a couple big turnovers, costly turnovers by the Suns, who are up by 20 at this point. Now, Siak, he could maybe use a haircut. He's got that really old school part on the side, which I admit that I kind of do, but maybe not to that severity. Jeff Hornacek. Okay, Jeff, make this 3. Come on, baby. There you go. Nobody was out in front of him. I mean, by the time he shot, his defender was over there, but no, maybe that's the key. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, he got pushed out of bounds. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. Show a little impartiality, if that's a word. Impartiality. Mike Jaminski just keeps shooting. Just keeps missing, just keeps shooting. And Dan Marley doing things in the paint from distance. Dan Marley really is a gem. Not so gemmy as Muggsy Bogues, who I think missed that shot. Oh, but he steals. That's quite a few steals right there for... Oh! Kenny Gaddison. That basket won't count, hopefully. You never know in this game with the shoddy programming. Oh, but there's a Mark West cutscene dunk. And it's been a cutscene fest here for your Phoenix Suns. Kenny Gaddison. Playing for pride. Mark West. Oh, he missed that dunk. Missed the double pump dunk. My, oh my. Now I've seen everything, including Muggsy Bogues getting blocked and then taking it deep inside. Ooh, Mark West was lucky that didn't airball. Most likely because there is no airball programmed into this game. But he fouls. That's his second foul. And you know what? You know what, guys? Well, let's see how everybody's doing first. No, everybody's still in excellent condition. No, fair enough. Although, no, we're gonna leave it as is, guys. Poo Poo Perry's gonna sit on the bench still because I don't wanna risk Thunder Dan's game by bumping him down to shooting guard. And Tom Chambers going all the way with the cutscene dunk today. You know, I should have been able to come up with more rhymes than that. But I was trying to get back on defense, like you do. Uh-oh, Kenny Gaddison being a little offensive with his defense. KJ with a nice baseline jumper. You know, he doesn't have a lot of points this game. I think it's because he's getting stripped so easily by Muggsy Bogues. 5'3" point guard. Oh, Marley missed that one. That would have been big. And that'd have been big by Mike Jaminski, but Mike Jaminski, I don't know, has done much of anything in this game. And I say that, and then he dunks. He's gonna spark the comeback by the Hornets on this. Now, what about that green makes you think Hornets? Which came first, the name or the color? Do you think? Because again, I love that color, but it has nothing to do with Hornets. And really, Hornets are pretty much the worst creatures on God's green earth. Because they only want to kill and hate. They're just so hateful. You don't have any... There's no love Hornets around. There's no hippie Hornets. It's good alliteration, but it just doesn't exist. Oh! Wow, and then like that, it's a 15-point game. And Marley says, I could try that 3 again, but I'm just going to go for the sure 2. Oof. Now Mike Jaminski's heating up. But Mark West has been hot all day, like the surface of the sun. He's shooting the hoops like he's shooting from a gun. All right, I'm going to stop. My music game is not on today. So I'm going to quit singing. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Kevin Johnson just slaloming defenders. And oh, he smacks. And Larry Johnson just flew. Man, I don't know how he doesn't have a ruptured spleen after that. I kind of spit as I said spleen there. I wonder if this microphone is doing good work. I'll have to listen to this later. And as much as I don't like listening to myself or seeing myself on camera, I do enjoy rewatching these because I'm funny sometimes. Sometimes. Where's Jeff Hornacek? Where's Jeff Hornacek? He's kind of shying away from the ball. There he is. All right, Jeffy. Nice shot by Hornacek. All right. One thing about Jeff Hornacek in this game is as the shooting guard, he's almost always undersized. So Kendall Gill might not be too much taller than him, but he's given up probably quite a bit of bulk. Not that Kendall Gill was a bulky guy by any stretch. Now Hornacek misses at 3. Wide open 3. Suns backcourt. I just stole the ball. All right. I won't argue with that ref because he always looks like he's about 2 seconds away from strangling somebody. And I don't want it to be me. Ooh, LJ. I wrote a book. It's called Still Man Fights. You can find it on Amazon. And I wrote a sequel too, actually, called The Siblings Who Shook the World. But one of the main characters in the book, his name is Little Julio Muerto. And he goes by LJ. Just like Larry Johnson doesn't. But Larry Johnson is a real person. Whoa, and that was odd. I think the game didn't know what to do there after the pass, after the punch. All right, Mark West, you haven't done much this half. Boom, there you go. Minute left, and the Suns are high scoring here, but the Hornets scoring quite a bit too, despite having Mike Jaminski taking a lot of their shots, and Kenny Gaddison, who's never been good. Dan Morley! Oh, maybe I haven't unlocked the secret of the three-pointer. But I've unlocked the secret of the you're not going to dunk that easily, and it's called punching a guy in the back. And Kenny Gaddison got back punched. It's an 11-point game. This is not a blowout, folks. Especially not when you're giving up. Oof. That was them taking the timeout. And Jeff Hornacek. Jeff Hornacek is the punchiest guy on my team, I think. And that's because he's angry that Tecmo has made him so terrible. All right, guys. No! Oh, see, that's catch-up AI right there, trying to make it interesting. Because I should have 100 points now, and I've been at 91 for about a minute and a half. Missed that, and again, missed it big too. Missed it bad. I'm glad you're seeing this though, so you can see just the proof of the catch-up AI. Boom. But Mark West will not be denied. For a reservation at a table, for a credit card, for a marriage proposal, even if he's been married already. All right, 4 seconds left, guys. Here we go. Dan Marley at the buzzer. Well, it's a 2, but it's 10-point game. That ended up being kind of close, despite shooting 80%, despite 19 rebounds and 8 steals. 4 turnovers kind of hurt us, but 3 of 10 from 3. That's not. Yeah, I have not unlocked the secret of 3-pointers. That was a premature statement on my part. But let's see how we did here. Dan Marley 24, Mark West 36. I'm telling you, those two. Tom Chambers consistent, but he's not doing a whole lot. But let's see, Kenny Gaddison, Mike Jaminski. Didn't think those two would be in the 2020 club. Not bad scoring all around for the Charlotte Hornets. But once again, your winner, the good guys, the Phoenix Suns. I'm Justin Leeper. Thank you for watching Justin Sports Network's coverage of the Phoenix Suns, and I'll see you on the court.